Welcome. I'm Carol Chris, the Chancellor. Thank you for joining in today's Memorial Campus Service, in which we remember and honor those members of our community who have died in the past year, faculty, staff, retirees, and students whose names we'll read. Your presence here today is an important and meaningful recognition of all that we treasured and gained as individuals and a community from those we've lost. And so too is your presence an affirmation of the essential role the campus community itself plays in our individual and collective lives. When I returned to Berkeley in 2013, right after my husband had died, this memorial was one of the first campus events that I attended. It gave me comfort to mourn his death with others that had also lost people dear to them. It gave me comfort to mourn his death in the context of the university and in the warm embrace of the community that had meant so much to him. I hope this ceremony gives you the same comforts. In my academic work, I study the British Victorians, who had a culture that some say was obsessed by death. I've thought a lot about what mourning meant to the Victorians. I've come to realize that what they sought was a way of keeping the dead alive, to keep their human spirit and their legacy present within us and present in our communities. It was an act of memory, of commemoration. This ceremony, in its small way, does the same kind of work. And by mourning our losses together, we affirm our connectedness, not only to those we mourn, but to each other as a campus community. I want particularly to mention and commemorate the 7 students who lost their lives this year to violence, to illness, to tragic accidents. These are the deaths that hit us the hardest. When a young person dies, it reverses the order of nature. We mourn not only their loss, but the loss of so much life unlived. When I worked with Chancellor Tien in the 1990s, we lost several students in the first months of his chancellorship to a terrible fraternity fire. I still remember his telling the grieving community that we needed to carry them in our hearts, our minds, our eyes, so that they could continue to inspirit our lives. I hope and trust that together we can and will carry all we've lost in that way. The Berkeley students who died this year left a vivid and indelible mark on all who knew and loved them and were inspired by them. I hope that some of their families are with us today, proud that their children were students at Berkeley. We share in the pain and anguish of your terrible loss. Several of our faculty and staff also died in the prime of their lives, with much more still to contribute. Their loss has made our community poorer. Others, emeriti faculty and staff retirees, lived long lives and made important contributions that have built Berkeley into the great university it is today. The names of those we're remembering today appear on our memorial stand. We don't include alumni in this list because we don't hear of everyone's death, but we also think of them at this time since they're also members of the Cal family. We also remember those of our community lost in previous years. Let us now take a moment of silence to honor all the departed members of the Cal community, our faculty, staff, students, researchers, alumni, friends, and family. I now invite Vice Chancellor Steve Sutton, Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, to come forward and read the names of faculty, emeriti faculty, academics, and academic retirees.
Beginning with the academic and faculty names. Lauren Edelman, Law. David Lieberman, Law. Lawrence E. Malone, Lawrence Hall of Science. Lee Riley, Public Health. Harry Snyder, Public Health. William Weigel, UC Berkeley Extension. Richard Wilson, Transportation Studies. Emeriti. Babette Barton, Law. Russell Beatty, Landscape Architecture and Environmental Planning. Richard Bender, Architecture. Cyril Birch, East Asian Languages and Cultures. Robert Bloom, English. Michael Bloxam, Physics. Kenneth Carpenter, Nutritional Sciences and Toxicology. William Cooper, School of Information. Gilles Corcos, Mechanical Engineering. Margaret Damers, Architecture. John Elwood, Goldman School of Public Policy. Catherine Foyt, Italian. David Frick, Slavic Languages and Literatures. Bluma Goldstein, German. Orman Granger, Geography. Basil Guy, French. John E. Hurst, Chemistry. David Hodges, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Robert Holub, German. Eugene Jean Urshuk, History. John Jameson, East Asian Languages and Cultures. Alan Kaufman, Physics. Robert Knapp, Ancient Greek and Roman Studies. R. Sherman Lehman, Mathematics. Alan Lichtenberg, Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences. Raymond Lifshay, Architecture. Scott Lynn, Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Mary Main, Social Sciences, Psychology. Adolph May, Civic and Environmental Engineering. Howard Mell, Biophysics. James Jim Melchert, Art Practice. Joseph Millick, German. Alan Miller, Natural Resources. Calvin Moore, Mathematics. John G. Myers, Haas School of Business. Stephen Palmer, Social Sciences, Psychology. Sherry Pies, Public Health. Hannah Pitkin, Social Sciences, Political Science. Jerry Powell, Environmental Science, Policy, and Management. Roger Purves, Statistics. David R. Raglan, Public Health. Olga Revsky Hughes, Slavic Languages and Literatures. Kenneth Ken Sauer, Chemistry. Robert Sawyer, Mechanical Engineering. Barbara Shapiro, Rhetoric. Andrew Shogan, Haas School of Business. Andrew Stern, Journalism. Andrew Stewart, History of Art. Claude Stoller, Architecture. Bang Shin Ding, East Asian Languages and Cultures. James Valentine, Integrative Biology. Lawrence Waldron, Environmental Science, Policy, and Management. Mary Williams, Nutritional Sciences and Toxicology. Joseph Wolfe, Mathematics.
Good afternoon. I'm Eugene Whitlock, the Associate Vice Chancellor for Human Resources, and I'll be reading the names of staff. Leslie Banez, University Development and Alumni Relations. Linda R. Fabry, Vice Chancellor Research Office. Rogelio Frias, Facilities Services. Stephen Garcia, Student Affairs. Marvin Harris, Payroll Controls and Timekeeping Integration. Phil Hain, the University Library. Mitchell Katz, Facilities Services. Marjorie Lovejoy, School of Education. Angela Matossian, Facilities Services. Russell Merritt, Film and Media. Joseph Molnar, Facilities Services. Eric Persons, Facilities Services. Helen Ram, the University Library Resource Sharing Division. And Aurora Trapane, Molecular and Cell Biology.
In love, there are no closed doors. Each threshold an invitation to cross. Take hold, take heart, and enter here, at this point where truth was once denied. Don't let your loving take too long. You may come too late, and I'll be gone. Don't let fear make you stray. Don't wait on heartbreak to show the way. Love looked down on, belittled, judged, and unable to bear the heart's weight can never last, for time will make it tired and worn. It will grow hard. Rage will overcome desire, and we will forget what it was like to know each other without eyes and testimony. When angels speak of love, they tell us all is union and reunion, dying, reborn again. There is no separation, no end to paradise. We are always present, the ecstatic moving us along each current, each wilderness of spirit, a dedicated path. A heady, heavy love speaks my yearning, calls me to give my all and seek the place of no return, to lay bare my heart for you, to whom I surrender, to you for whom I wait.
I'm Sunny Lee, Dean of Students, and I'll be reading the names of our graduate and undergraduate students who we've lost. Bhikkhu Sito Vimutti Sito Kong, Group in Buddhist Studies. Daniel Rodriguez, Spanish and Portuguese. Gabrielle Trujillo, Integrative Biology. Christian Aleman, Psychology. Tyler Bright, Letters and Science. Yushao Chen, Economics. Boron Lan, Molecular and Cell Biology.
summers in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Yes, I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I miss you so. As all the flowers are falling, and you are dead as now you will maybe. Oh, come and find the place where you are lying, and kneel and say but come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Yes, I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Daddy boy, Daddy boy, I love you so. Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees. If I had stopped to listen once or twice, if I had closed my eyes and opened my eyes, if I had cooled my head and warmed my heart, I'd not be on this road tonight. Carry on, never mind feeling sorry for yourself. It doesn't save you from your troubled mind. Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees.
I'd like to thank all of those who have participated in today's memorial, those who've worked hard to prepare for the event, and those who help every day to ensure our university responds to the loss of those, make the University of Berkeley response always a compassionate one whenever a member of our community passes away. Thank you for attending, and now we'll hear Amazing Grace.